Yo! Video games.
Alrighty, righty, roo. Next stop, Happy World Land. That's right, I am starting my Tiny Toons Legacy playthrough on Twitch. So, for anyone who's not actually aware, they are rebooting Tiny Toon Adventures, and I mean, I don't know. We don't know when it's coming. It's a multi-pack. It's probably coming next year at some point. And I was and still am kind of a huge mega fan of the old show. I remember way too much about it. And what a lot of people may not know is that there's many video games of this show. Konami alone did at least 10 video games, and some didn't, and that's not even including the canceled ones. There was some that didn't even make it to the end of production. One of them was a Jaguar game, which I was actually really looking forward to. I wanted to see a 64-bit Tiny Toon video game, but it never happened. You can find some screenshots of it, but yeah, I know way too much of this. I have. You don't have to worry about me, having these games or anything. I have multiple copies of these games, actually. I even have some very special, like, what are they called? Whatever. Just even have like some in like the little like seal cases for some of these games. I went back and bought like fresh vintage copies of them. Because, weirdly, strangely enough, Tiny Toons was actually very popular in Japan. Which a lot of the other Warner Brothers shows weren't, for whatever reason. And suit me just fine, because I love video games, so they made lots of video games for it, so... Alright. We're gonna just dive right into this shit. And we'll start with the very first video game they ever made. Yo, Miles. Aha, minute. Play these games at your neighbor's house when you were a kid? Neat. Why are you not full screen? There you go. Is there any way to full screen this? Whatever. If someone wants to help me out on Hegan, they can. Otherwise, I'm just going to dive right in. Hey, Buster, I kidnapped Babs Bunny. So here's Montana Mac's interesting character was, he was the Yosemite Sam prototype on the show. And he was the only character voiced by an actual kid. He was voiced by, I forget his name, Danny or something, forget the actor's name. He was John Connor's best friend in Terminator 2. The one who rode off on the motorcycle with him. He was also one of the main characters in Salute Your Shorts. But yeah, everyone else was like veteran voice actors. So this is 91. This by the time the first video game came out, the show had already been on the air for basically 2 years. So Shirley the Loon just literally is just like a cameo menu. Shirley the Loon was an original character. She's not technically based off of anything. Like, Daffy does have a girlfriend. Like, in more recent media, Daffy has a girlfriend, but, like, Shirley's not really based off her or anything. What's up, Elias? You might have also noticed 91's actually fairly far into the NES's life. And as would be common with most video games, the main enemies are Roderick Rodent and, well, there's Danforth. They go to Perfecto Prep, which is the rival university to Acme University. What's up, Dirk Falcon? That's Concord Condor, voiced by Rob Paulson. He's technically based off of I forget his name, something Buzzard from an old Bugs Bunny short. Very obscure reference from a Looney Tune character to pull from. Furball, of course, being the Sylvester, the young Sylvester type. Furball is interesting because he actually doesn't talk. Frank Welker does just cat voices for him. He does talk in one episode of the original series when they do a Star Trek spoof. I believe he is parroting Bones. Furball has the ability to climb up walls, which is his big deal. Hampton J. Pig doesn't have a playable role in this video game. Yeah, Furball's shtick was that he was just very unlucky. But he was actually kind of, weirdly enough, Furball seemed to be like somewhat of a fan favorite in Japan. My mom really liked the Furball character. I liked Furball. Furball was probably like my second favorite character in the show. But that's probably just because he was blue, like Buster. We are going to run past Arnold the Pitbull, voiced by Rob Paulson, also. Actually, I don't know if Concord was voiced by Rob Paulson. I might have been wrong about Concord. And there's Elmira Duff, which is Fudd backwards. She was the Elmer Fudd replacement. I have a whole jar full of Tiny Toon Pogs. Elmira Duff. Nope. Concord might have been voiced by Rob Paulson. I know Foulmouth was. Slick Tricks, the legacy we need, absolutely. I don't want to be Buster, doesn't really matter. Do 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 do. Don't even need this. God damn it. Whoa, shit. So the boss of the first area of this game is Dr. Gene Splicer, who only shows up in one episode. However, he is in the movie theater in the How I Spent My Summer Vacation. Why the fuck he's on a skateboard throwing anvils, I have no idea, because that has no connection to his episode at all. Dun, 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 dun. In the Dr. Gene Splicer episode, he's capturing animals and splicing them, mutating them into, like, you know, combined creatures. And Buster tries to get the main cast to go along with him to save him, but they won't do it. So he lies and tells them that they're going to the Emmy Awards. And after the course of the episode, Plucky quickly gets kidnapped by Dr. Gene Splicer. And then it becomes a rescue mission for not only the other animals, but also Plucky. And then during the course of the episode, Babs Bunny meets Melvin the Monster, who's a chimera of a bunch of different combined animal creatures. And it's a little Frankenstein-y, Beauty and the Beast-y parody. Chad, I haven't seen this shit in like 25 years. I'm not even fucking with you. Me describing Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Actually, I don't. I think that's just a change. Oh no, it's a heart. Plucky is the far and away best character for this level because he has unique swimming mechanics. Yeah, shit. Fuck. I mean, he is a duck after all. I have told the story many times before. This video game, I found out about it in probably Christmas '91 or something. We were visiting my grandparents, and we saw a commercial for the video game come on TV. And I flipped my shit, obviously. And during that weekend, I think it was either a Thanksgiving or Christmas weekend. What's up? Dumpster Monkey says that the one thing I remember about the show is the music video episode. Oh yeah. And we went to Toys R Us, and we saw that the game was there. And back in those days, Toys R Us would have like a copy, like a printed piece of paper copy of the game box art. And there would be these slips of paper, and you would take these slips of paper to the front of the store, and then that's how you would buy it. And we got to the section with all the video game wall of flaps, and I saw the game was $49.99, and my heart sank. Like, I was immediately crushed because I knew in 1991, like $49.99 was a lot of fucking money. You can look up the calculator on it. And I knew it. I didn't even. It was one of those, like, I didn't even try to beg my mom for it. Like, I mean, I'd beg my mom plenty of times for dumb shit, right? But, like, when I saw that price tag, even I knew. I'm like, that's just too much fucking money. Like, there's no way we're gonna be able to buy this game. And fuck the Xbox controller. God damn it. Gotta make that. There we go. This is a bit of a level exploit. So, unbeknownst to me, though, while literally after I sulked away, like sad Charlie Brown, live-action Charlie Brown walking away from the video game section of the store, I didn't know that my mom had actually secretly taken a slip of the paper, and she did go and she did buy the game. However, I also found out about this by digging around in her closet for Christmas presents, and she knew that I knew that we had the video game. So she told me that, okay, you can't. I'm like, I'm not just gonna give you the video game. And she said I had to wait till my birthday to get the video game. And so I was like, okay, I knew the video game was coming, and I had to wait, like, you know, a whole 6 months or whatever for my birthday to hit. And then, as the story goes, in spring, we had this field trip day come up at the school I was at, and we were going to this fuck you. We were going to this kids museum in LA, and the thing I really, really loved about this kids museum was that they had this ant wall, this human-sized ant farm that you could crawl around on and, you know, play tag in there and whatever. So it was awesome, right? And I had been looking forward to this particular field trip all school year long because it was like one of my favorite places to go. It was just on this giant like ant crawling wall. So the day comes, the field trip finally hits, you know, in spring, and this pirate's not based on anyone on the show, actually. Just FYI. Motherfucker, I'm gonna... Bitch. So anyways, the day comes, the field trip day hits, right? And there's this torrential rainstorm. Just torrential rainstorm, and I wake up and I'm like, oh my, wow, it's raining, whatever. And my mom like looks at me and she says, I don't want you to go to school today. And I'm like literally like in shock. I'm like, wait, what? I've been looking forward to this field trip all year long, all school year long, and now you're telling me I can't go. It's like, it's raining and there's all these car crashes, and I don't want the bus to get in a crash and you to get hurt or whatever, die or whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm like literally like breaking down. And my mom goes and she goes, Matt, and she's like, she looks at me and she says, I'll give you the video game. And immediately, like an anime, like lightning bolt strikes through my young brain and goes, and I'm like, the art of negotiation suddenly was born into my collective consciousness at this point. And I'm like, okay, I'll stay home. And that day, just me and my mom, she took my brother to school because he wasn't on a field trip. And just me and my mom just hung out in our living room all day, just playing this video game, trying to get as far as we could. You know, and it's funny because like, yeah, great day for me. I have fond memories of that day, just hanging out in my house with just me and my mom, playing this fucking video game on a rainy ass day. Oh, I love this. Dizzy can beef through those, but Furball's actually got a fucking A. I always thought these things look like Shamu, like killer whales, but they're supposed to be hedgehogs. No. Yeah. Yeah, like, honestly, like, graphically, this game kind of fucks. Motherfuck. I mean, you also, this is a video game made, you know, long after, like, say, even Mario 3 had been made, so it looks good, but it's also like, okay, yeah, it's not like no one had seen this shit on the NES before. I played this when I was like 4. Ah. Yes. What's up, bro, Stephon? Fucking asshole. I think you actually need to be dizzy to get to that Hampton. Yes. Yes. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. So Elmira was voiced by Cree Summer, who's a longtime professional voice actress. Apparently not coming back for the remake. Or the reboot, I should say. Apparently Elmira's not going to be in the new show. I'm kind of fine with that. I never really found Elmira all that compelling of a character. I didn't think she was cute or anything like that, like some people did. I was like, oh, whatever. I hope Cree Summer can come back as a role in the show, maybe as Merry Melody, but like Elmira herself being out of the series is like, don't care. I pressed down, you worthless shit of a D-pad. And nothing of value was lost. I hated Elmire Max. I mean, they were the villains. I mean, you weren't really supposed to like them. All the animals come in Joyce. Oh my god, what is... I hate this D-pad. I think you're fucking out of your mind if you think this D-pad's good. You walked in. That's because when I pressed down, nothing happened. Oh fuck! I don't want that. Up here. Nope. Secrets! Top secrets! Get out of here. Nice. So this boss is based off of the episode Buster and the Wolverine, or Buster versus the Wolverine. Which was kind of a cool episode, but however, the one problem with the episode is that it's based off of, or I'm sorry, it's animated. So Tiny Toons was animated by multiple different studios. Like about 6 different animation studios actually would animate individual episodes for Tiny Toons. Some of them actually have like splits where the first half of an episode is done by this and the second half was done by another studio because the first half was so terrible. And Buster and the Wolverine, Acme Acres Bowl, what's up Voltec? The pilot episode, unfortunately, they're all done by this really shitty animation studio on the East Coast called Kennedy Cartoons. And you can always tell when it was a Kennedy Cartoons animated episode because the animation quality and the style was just crap on a crutch. Like, that's Barky Marky. Oh fuck. Yeah, this is a real dick suck of a couple levels here. That other cat was a one-time episode. I don't remember the cat's name. Him and another cat antagonized Furball, and I think it ends up with Furball painting them with stripes on their backs to get Fifi to chase after them. I don't know if they actually say their name in the episode. Oh, I should have been Plucky on this. Oh fuck, whatever. Should have been Plucky. Furball's good for the 3rd stage. Plucky's good for the first 2, honestly. Fucking Barky Marky throwing shit at me. Kennedy kick dance, yeah, and like the cigar chomping where like they only speak to one half of their mouth, and oh god, Kennedy cartoons were fucking terrible. Rubella Rodent. Roderick's girlfriend. Ah. Give me that, 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 give me that. Oh, fuck. So much horseshit. By the way, that car in the background is Fifi's car that she lives in the junkyard. Fifi LaFume, which apparently, and this is why Furball's great on this stage. Yeah. Fifi LaFume, which was a fan favorite. Unfortunately, for all the wrong reasons. Yeah, Rubella is only... Well, she's in other episodes like the Big Acme Bowl. But she only has like speaking, like major speaking lines in the smoking episode with Babs Bunny. Which is, what, the episode's called something like Life in the 90s. Sorry. There's Sweetie Bird, just like a super sassy asshole version of Tweety, like an even bigger asshole version of Tweety. Oh fuck. Apparently, no. A show ended with the fans' obsession with Babs, and someone. It's an urban legend. I don't know how true it is. Someone was like apparently like super stalkering Tress McNeil over Babs Bunny. I don't know. I hope it's not true, because if I ever find out someone had the show prematurely ended because of someone's dumb fucking fetish, I will find him. That's why Furball is useful on this level. So here's another original boss, just some random gorilla. He may or may not be based off of a gorilla from an episode where Plucky Duck is trying to become a star, and it's a big parody of the classic Looney Tunes episode Duck Amuck. And for a minute, the animator makes Plucky like a kaiju size, and he's roaming around the city, all giant. And then like he ends up giving Shirley like to a gorilla, like a King Kong parody. Yo, Galmorzu. Motherfucker. Of course. Oh, God damn it. The problem with that boss is you can get timed out very easily on him. Because if he doesn't have his little shits drop close to you, or drop farther back, they just walk right off and you don't have a chance to kill them. You have to kill like 6 or 8 little gorillas to beat the boss. Sweetie can eat a dick. Nah, 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 nah. I don't know. They haven't said who any of the VAs are, although the original Buster Bunny, Charlie Adler, did retweet the announcement. Although he seemed shocked by the by No Elmira. Unfucking believable. See, that's a problem. Book. Woo! Oh, this creature's ever do. No, they didn't. They're just not bringing her character back. Ah, Duck Vader. So if you have a certain number of lives at the end, or something, or carrots or something, you get this auto boss of Duck Vader, which is from the second episode aired of Tiny Toons and Adventures, A Quack and the Quarks, which is a big-ass Star Wars parody. However, there's also parodies of other sci-fi films, such as Star Trek, as well as a lot of homages to Duck Dodgers, the original Duck Dodgers. Never show Chukaida anything red, not even your tongue. Let the Force be your umbrella. Yeah, so Plucky gets kidnapped by these aliens, which are kind of a parody of Twilight Zone aliens, who work for a parody of Star Trek aliens from the original Star Trek pilot, The Cage, or The Menagerie. Plucky. And then they have to go on and fight Duck Vader to, like, save their people or whatever. But Plucky is a complete loser, and he's not actually a hero at all. And then Babs and Hampton and Buster have to go and save him, and they do that by going into space by finding the old Duck Dodgers rocket at Acme Loop. So this is a one-level area, Wacky Land, which is mostly based off of the episode. I don't even need him. Mostly based off the episode Her Royal Wackiness, which was one of the better episodes. That episode was done by TMS, which is Tokyo Movie Shinsua, who did the intro. They did the movie, and they did a lot of the best episodes. Honestly, fuck, give me that shit. So, like, almost all the enemies in the background are everything in this level is based off of that one episode. A lot of the episode is Babs runs away to Wacky Land because everyone's telling her she needs to exercise more self-control in her life, and she doesn't want to. She just wants to be a crazy, fuck you. She just wants to be a crazy, fun, wacky party girl. So she runs off to Wacky Land. And Wacky Land itself is actually based off of a classic 30s era Looney Tunes cartoon with Porky Pig, where he meets Go-Go Dodo there. And trivia, Go-Go Dodo in the Tiny Toons cartoon is the only actual offspring of an older Looney Tunes character. None of the other Tiny Toons are related to the Looney Tunes characters, except Go-Go Dodo. Go-Go Dodo is just Go-Go Dodo, is the son of Go-Go Dodo from the 1930s Porky Pig cartoon. I know way too much shit, Chad. I think Furball's the best for us. Ah, crutch. I think this is a really cool effect with the blinking eyes and shit. Like cartoon style. Monty's Butler Jeeves. You actually see him in a few episodes. And just like real cop. Fucking A. Just. Yes, Charlie Adler was indeed the voice of Buster Bunny. However, not always. Motherfucker. he actually got in an argument with Sherry Stoner when they found out that they were ending Tiny Toons and then starting up Animaniacs, and he wasn't even going to audition. He wasn't going to get a chance to audition for any roles, so he actually had a huge falling out with the producers. And then in the later episodes and so in the later episodes and specials, like Spring Break Special and Night Ghoulery, he was... What the fucking hell is going on here? He was replaced by John Kassir, who doesn't sound like him. John Cassier's Buster. He tries, but he doesn't really sound like Buster. Maybe I should have been dizzy. I don't know. So that's why you got keys throughout the game. You had to get these 5 keys to get through the 5 vaults in this bullshit. Hello, Arnold. Hear my breath and smell my words. I see you here again. I'm going to pump you up. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun. Can't remember if you can bounce off those coins or not. I think you can. Yeah, you can. Wow, motherfucker. Oh, wow, yeah. Hitboxes even after it's stopped if you walk in. Oh, shit. And Furball has different eyes than Buster. Pretty neat. Rough. All the way back. Yeah. This was a bitch when I was a kid, I'll tell you that. Getting here, beating this shit. Yeah, that was the final boss. That's just Buster. Oh, shit. If you're dizzy, you can actually spin through those. But I'm not dizzy. Bitch. Don't beat him on Tom Max, the final boss. Well, there's games that don't have final bosses, such as the sports ones, where you can actually play as them. Motherfuck. Fuck. Gotcha, bitch. Iframes. Suck my dick. Bum-ba-da-dun, Oh, here comes the teabag. Babs was saved and rescued, and Montana Max was punished with a severe teabagging. Makers once again return to its tranquil ways. Heroes, Plucky Duck, Dizzy Devil, Furball, Hampton. Suck my bunny ball. Heroes, Buster Bunny, Babs Bunny, and Acme characters. And that's all. It's like fucking 4 people made this game. The end. Yay. Yeah, right. So that was Tiny Adventures for the NES.